What's up, my family? How's everybody doing? Hey, welcome to Stream Matters 212, and we'll get to the episode 12 of season 6. Play or pass later on. Hey, how's everybody on the panel? How's everybody doing tonight?
Good.
Good.
Awesome.
We're all here.
How are you, Todd? How are you?
Good. Fucking off work.
Yeah.
Yeah, people struggling. I have a friend of mine that's still in the retail. Well, a number of friends are still in retail. Oh, they were talking about the long hours and being tired and so much work to do. And I'm like, oof, yeah, I did enough of that. So,
Yeah.
hey, thoughts and prayers out to all those folks still out there in the retail world having to struggle through Christmas and then right into New Year's and trying to enjoy family time. And most of them getting one day off. So, I'm doing well. Got a few topics, got plenty of topics. So before anybody, if it looks like most of the people I see over in the side chat have been here before, but all the links for the topics that we're going to talk about today will be down below. So if you would like to read some of those articles or the links that we are talking about on the show, take a look and you'll be able to find it and read the full article for yourself to see where we got the information. If you've not watched the show before, this part of the show will be where we try to help you save some money. We try to find ways of streaming your content and not spending a lot of cash. It's not necessarily going to be free, but hopefully you won't be paying the full cable price. So that's what this part of the show. The second half, which will be in 1 hour, we'll go to play or pass, which we will talk about Blue Beetle. So we'll be able to talk about that. So, hey, Aubyns, can you send a link to C-Man?
Yeah, sure.
I forgot to send him one. So we'll go ahead and get going on this. I see a bunch of people over here in the side chat. Hey, everybody. Hope everyone's ready for a New Year's, which we got that coming in just a couple days. Hope everybody's Christmas went well. I know I had a good Christmas. Panel, did you guys have a nice Christmas?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice and quiet.
Yeah. Ate like a pig.
There you go.
Yeah, I did feel pretty. The Christmas day, we had our Christmas on Boxing Day, so the 26th. Mm-hmm. Oof, I had so much.
Oh Jesus! Now he's celebrating Boxing Day.
Right.
Freaking
Win in Rome.
Benedict Canuckard.
Yep.
Watch out, he'll have a half a birthday in the summertime now.
Yeah.
I know what you all about. So, all right. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's see here. Let's see. What's our first? I thought we'll go ahead and talk about our favorite topic. Let's see. Let me go ahead and whoops, wrong button here. Let me add my other screen. Boom. All right. So we're going to talk about a little bit on the Cody. We'll talk a couple things came up I saw this week. One was Fen now has a new way of updating. It's not going to be using a repository any longer. So if you install the application, then the updates will come through the add-on itself. It will not rely on a repository to do it. And I'll show you a screen here. Let me try to grab. I did save a screenshot of this. So when people say, I don't know what you're talking about, where is this at? I had this open and then I was like clearing off my desktop before we started the show and I started getting rid of all that. I'm like, oh shit, why did I get rid of that?
Yeah, I had to ask him when we were playing VR today. I had to ask him, how the hell do you enable the scrapers? Because I looked and looked and looked and looked. And I guess it's just one of those days where I was just going through and I could not find it. And
right.
I was like, oh, okay. There's where it is.
Yeah, they did that. I mean, it is a little tricky to making sure that you enable the Cocoa scrapers. That is kind of it is not something people are used to. But once you do it once or twice, it's pretty easy. Let me present Let's see. Screenshot. Here we go. So if this is in the Fen options, if you go into settings, or I should say Fen calls it tools. So you'll go into tools and you will see the general features, navigation, the menu on your left. Under general, you'll see a new thing, which is going to say update action. By default, it's going to just say notification. So some people say, I keep seeing that there's an update, but it doesn't update. And that's because default setting for Fen was notification, which it just tells you that there's an update. So you need to go through and change this where I already have mine is prompt. What the prompt means is it will pop up a little window when an update's available, and it'll say, do you want to update it? So it's just asking you, do you want to install it? You click yes, it installs, you're done. The other one would be, one of the other settings is auto. If you click on auto, it will do pretty much the way that Cody already did it before. If it sees that there's an update, it will update it automatically and you don't have to do nothing. So
that's what I set. That's what I set mine at, so I don't have to worry about it. It'll automatically update when there's an update.
Yeah, and that's probably the safest way to go. It would be auto. I want mine on prompt only because I want to know when there's an update, and just so that if I see people asking questions, I'll be like, oh, did you set that? So for me, I'm kind of a nerd in a way.
You're
that
a power user, though. Tom.
Yeah, I want to know. Yeah. It's like, oh, yeah, there's an update. So this is the fix. If you're seeing that Fen update and people keep asking, this is where you change it. This is in Fen under tools, and under, I think it goes tools. Then you'll just go to Fen, which is in the settings, and then you'll go to this, and then you'll be able to fix it, and you're good to go. But that fix will help a lot of people that seem to be having a problem with the updates. And I think when I was reading on Reddit, the reason why he's doing this is he's getting away from GitHub. He's going to leave GitHub. He's not going to be using it anymore. And he said it's got two-factor authentication. He doesn't want to go through all that, so he's just getting away from it. And he said that it'd be easier for him to push updates. He can do it, I guess, from any website. He'll be able to push updates into the add-ons. So I think he's doing it for him to make it easier for him moving forward, and so that he's not locked into GitHub. And I think we're probably going to see, well, I'm not going to say probably. It's very likely that we're going to see some add-on developers leaving GitHub because of the people want to stay anonymous if they're running add-ons, and if there's checks and balances that they put in place to keep accounts secure, that also makes your account easier to track down. if you know what I mean, if you're trying to stay a step ahead of getting a letter. If you're getting the two-part authorization and all that stuff, it can create a problem for some people. So we may see some people there, and I think GitHub starts that full-fledged in 2024. So now that the new year comes. What's up, C-Man?
Hey, guys. What's happening?
Doing well, doing well.
Good. How's everybody?
All right.
I'm doing awesome. One other thing that I had on here, there's a real popular builder that posted this past week that he will no longer, he had a number of builds, and one of them was a free build, which had all free links, free add-ons, no debrid. It was debrid free. Said that he was no longer going to be maintaining that and moving away from it, because it's too much of a hassle, and it's too hard constantly updating to try to keep up on top of those free links. And as some of us know on the panel, people that are looking for all those non-debrid links can be a pain in the ass.
Yep.
I mean, they expect everything.
Not as prevalent as they used to be.
Yeah.
No,
in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think there's a new wave of them coming in. because there's a whole bunch of new cord cutters that think they can get 4K streams
Yeah.
for free.
Free.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
It's
true.
just not, and we talked about this last week. This is not, because people say, "Well, I used Cody for years and never paid anything." Again, I used Cody for years and years for without paying for not paying for debrid. But the problem is, and it just the quantity of the amount of content in servers, hosters that have that content has shrunken tremendously. It used to be so many sites. It had sites for everywhere. I mean, how many add-ons? Remember when Mucky Duck and some of those guys would link to just one site?
Yep.
It would be just one website that would have all the content they needed.
That was it.
That stuff is not here no more. Those sites have been shut down. Yeah.
What's happening, Dabs, is they're getting smarter too. The sites, they're changing URLs constantly. They're adding Cloudflare. I mean, there's a lot of ways they can block things.
Yeah, I mean, that was the problem.
It's constant with resolve URL. I mean, constant changes.
Yeah, because you're right about that URL. What happens is a lot of sites, it doesn't change. The URL will look the same. Most people think the URL stays the same, but it'll be that extension or that the domain changes. It'll be .xyz, then it becomes something else, and it looks the same. But in Cody, resolve URL has to fix. It has to stay on top of that, because if they don't, as you were saying, the website's changed its URL. So he inside resolve URL has to make that changes so that it makes it to the end location where that file is.
And I mean, you saw he just did 2 updates in one day.
Yeah. Well, what happens? You know how when you send an update, because you think about it, you send an update, and then you find out that you screwed up on something. You left something in, or you're like, oh, you have to send another update right away. So, hats off to Gajal. I mean, does a fabulous job keeping up that and people don't realize how valuable that is for us. I mean, it is a valuable.
Absolutely.
I mean, and he does it he doesn't charge people any money. It's all done for free. So like I was saying about the number of sites had shrunk. The amount of people trying to get those has not shrunk, and it's probably increased. So you get those things being gone. We talk about how many times content will be out there, and then all of a sudden it's gone. It's removed from the hoster. Right. That the hoster just wipes that stuff off. And that happens a lot. Google, remember when everyone was using Google Drive and had terabytes and terabytes?
Yep. I remember that well.
And it was just one click, and it was gone.
Yes, it was.
No, man.
Petabytes. Go.
Yeah. And that happens all the time with even with regular hosters, and then it goes to the developers of add-ons that actually pay for the hosting to be able to have some of the stuff. So, I don't feel sorry for people that want free links. I ain't got time. So I can understand why some of the builders are like, I'm not messing with that anymore. It's too much of a hassle. Now Donald, I've known Donald for a long time. Now Donald is a person that knows where to look and where to find it. And I'm not saying that free links are gone. There are hundreds of thousands of free links, but you got to know where to look. You got to have the ability, the experience to know what to use and how to find it, where to find it. So the links are there.
You're going to pay with money or knowledge or time. Yeah. You're paying somehow to do this.
Yes, 100%. 100%. So and Donald, he's a guy that's been doing this for years. So he's one of those people that if he's looking for a live links, he can find them. He knows where to find them. So some people know how to do that and have spent time, countless hours learning how to do that. Most end users that want free links don't want to spend more than 2 seconds finding something. They they want cable TV. So I don't have any patience for most of the Facebook and Reddit. I try to limit my comments because people get on my nerves with it should be free.
Yeah.
With my RD, I use it more for not watching stuff than I use it for using RD to watch stuff, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like Funster's working on a build for free links, so you
Yeah.
got it up there.
Yeah, he had. Yeah, Funster's had a build out there it has only add-ons that got free, so he's one of them that's still staying on top of it. But I can see where people get tired of trying to stay up on that, and hats off to the people that want to look for that stuff. But yeah, with Funster now, Funster again has the knowledge to be able to lay it out in a common sense way that people can use it without having to search for links, because he'll kind of set it up to make it easy for them to do it.
I've got 2 free ones too, but it's a pain in the ass though.
Yeah, it's I see. Let's see. Andrew says he has a free build, does a lot of work, whereas RD build hardly needs updating. The same. Yeah, and that's the thing when you're setting up getting those free add-ons and the free links. It takes work. I haven't updated my Chameleon build in 5 months, probably. Haven't had to touch it in 5 months. I think when it was a Fen update way back that there was something that broke in my build. But other than that, I haven't had to change nothing. It can go a long time without needing to be updated. But some of these other things do need more attention. You have to tweak them constantly. So I don't have the patience for it anymore. I used to. No, I don't care. I'm not spending my time. If it's not something that
What,
that
you're
I'm
getting too old?
No, I don't have the interest. It's like been there, done that. I don't care no more.
It's too cheap not to have reel to grid and just get it that way. It's just too easy not to do it that way.
Tell me about it.
Yeah,
We did.
We did. That's right.
Yeah. And I know that C-Man and I have talked about this, that when you create and builds and do all this stuff, it gets tiring. And it just becomes, you just get burned out. And now it's like, if it's not something I care about, I'm not messing with it anymore. I ain't doing that anymore. I don't care about that stuff anymore. I want to go and turn it on and it work.
Yeah.
The problem is the loads of add-on devs don't know how to update a repo properly. Yeah, and that there is a lot of, because when we had the repo generator, and I was guilty of that I could click it and it was like a couple clicks and it was done. And then I actually had to relearn because I knew way back when, but then never used that knowledge, and so I'd forgot it. So to update manually, and now I can go through and update, and it's not a problem. But yeah, it's a fun hobby, but it gets old. Oh, let's see. All right, so what we got? Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say it's a thankless hobby for most of you guys that put in the most work as well.
Oh, yeah. Well, and the thing about where was it? We were talking last week about, we were talking about the developer for Fen, and we were talking about, why doesn't he just ignore the posts and the Reddits and why doesn't he just ignore it? But when I was doing an add-on and I was trying to have a real popular build way back when, I couldn't, if something wasn't working right or something was broke, or someone says, hey, can you help me find this? Or can you add a kids section? I felt obligated to to fix it, to get it up, to get it right. You know, and that's my own fault.
I think a lot of us do that. And I mean, I saw O'Neill in your group the other day, and he says he feels obligated if it's 2 or 3 in the morning to answer a question. I mean, and you know, that's tough on people. I don't care that much anymore. But he is, again, he's a host, and he is great. So
yeah, he has a so, you know, for any social hosting, he does a great job with hosting. If you need a website or you hosting of a server, he does all the. He has a server where you can rent a server, and again, if you want to have a website, or if you just want to have your cloud storage, some certain things that are just cloud storage, you can do it. And some I did have people ask me, was like, well, could he do streaming hosting? No. He doesn't do streaming hosting, so you couldn't just say I want it to be my Plex server. It's not that kind. It's going to be more. It's a different type of hosting than that, but it's definitely for people that want some cloud storage. You want a place to keep your files where you can access them easily. It's a great thing. Add-on or builds. If you just need a place to put your XMLs, it's a great place to do it. Since we're still in the Christmas holidays, Plex is still running the 25% off. So if people that do want to get that lifetime Plex Pass, it is 25% off. So go ahead and probably it'll be finishing. Says December 31st. So just a couple more days on that. So if you've not yet, and the good thing about it, if you ever get Plex Pass, you've got it forever. The benefit of this is when I use it on Android, I have it's completely unlocked. Whereas if you pay for it on Android, was it like $5 or $6 or something?
I think it's $5 a device.
Yeah. So you think about that. You put it on a couple of Android devices, you know, now you're up to $10 or $15 just for devices. So this unlocks it for all devices that you own, that you have that you're logged in. So definitely.
I've been playing around with the correct MB version that someone told me about the other week, and I've been playing around with that. I will say I do like the interface of Plex a lot better.
Yeah,
I do too. Yeah. But I think
it's more polished.
Quicker. I think MB loads the files quicker.
Oh, okay.
MB seems like it is quicker, and I've used it limited amounts over the last couple of weeks, so I'm not a long time user. But I will say it does feel peppier than Plex. Plex looks more polished.
Yep.
Plex has a lot more options, and there's a lot more there than what MB has.
But I think it's also easier for a non-tech person to get confused on the Plex interface because there's just so much going on, and they're trying to shove so much down your throat. MB, it's just the movies. There's the movies. If you want to watch them, click it.
Yeah, that's true. Because you think about with Plex, we're going to actually talk about where Plex has a lot of other extra features, with movies, TV, and so I can see where that could be a little bit more confusing.
And they're always trying to get your credit card out of your pocket on those movies and TVs. And your older family members get confused and click on that stuff from time to time.
Yeah, you're correct about that. So, so Plex, we're still running on sale. Big discussion over the last, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, guys, that we've been seeing that the FireTv are going to implement full ads in their devices. Now, the newest devices, the new 4K Maxes, the new 4K sticks, they already have it, but this is going to roll down to the older devices so that you have, it's going to do an ad. And I've seen it. It's not the end of the world. But this is in my opinion, it pops up right when you first boot up the device. If you don't do anything on your remote, it will show an ad. If you hit the home button, if you do something, the ad goes away. So not rocket science, how if the ad's bothering you, how to get away from it. So this article here talks about some ways of avoiding that pop-up ad if it's bothering you real bad. Here is, let's see, I'm trying to make it big enough we can see here. Disable video and audio ads, and this is in the preferences, featured content, and you can set to not allow auto allow video auto playback or the audio auto playback. It's easy for me to say. So you can go into preferences, featured content, and you can turn those off. Now, this does not mean you won't get an ad, but it will cut it back and so that it won't play all the time. It'll just be an image and you won't hear nothing. You'll just see an ad. Double tap the home. I found that out right away, right when the first time I saw it. Mm-hmm. Just hit the home button and the ad goes away. So you can say, Alexa, go home. So if you have a cube, it wouldn't work on a Fire Stick, but if you have a cube that's voice activated, you can tell it to go home. Use a custom launcher or home screen.
That's what I do.
Yeah, those custom launchers are definitely a way around it. There is a learning curve to these custom launchers. Beach, so which one do you use, Beach?
Crap.
Wolf.
I was using Wolf, and I was using Wolf for a long time, and then I sent that new one, the Aubyns.
Yeah.
Name of it. Where it has a weather widget in it. But I mean, for me, what I did is my 4K stick that I have, as soon as I got it, I downloaded basically an app where it gets rid of all the Amazon junk that I know I'll never use. And basically it removes all that stuff, and also Amazon updates blocked on mine. So my Fire Stick hasn't got updates for over 2 years. And
is it that guy, that English dude?
Yeah, it's tech.uk.
Yes, yeah. Thanks.
Is where basically that's what I did. It removes all the bloatware that comes with Amazon, and I have updates blocked on it, because I basically want to use it for apps that I'm using.
Mm-hmm.
That guy does know his stuff, but he is such a clickbait freaking artist on his.
Well,
if you go to his page, you go to his pages.
You got to make the money. You got to make that money, bringing it in.
Yeah, get your VPN.
So he is knowledgeable, though.
Yes.
Yeah, but
his tools are pretty handy.
Yeah,
exactly. And I haven't used it yet. I haven't set it up because any of my idiot friends would just screw everything up anyways. So I don't bother. I'm just gonna have to redo it. So I'm gonna have to play around and see if that method still works on the newer 4K Maxes, where you can block all the updates and everything.
Well, the problem with if the newer ones already have pre-installed the newer software, so you can't roll back to an old firmware like you would on an old stick. So that's why when I did a brand just a couple weeks ago, some brand new 4K sticks and 4K Max, and immediately I saw that ad on the pop-up. So it was even before it does its extra updates, which Fire Sticks always have 15 minutes worth of updates. So
I noticed that in Reddit since Christmas, there's been a lot of people that cannot find how to turn on developer options on the new sticks because they hide it.
Yeah,
it is hidden a little bit.
It is hidden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've answered that question a bunch of times.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's again, what's it hit at 7 times and
7
the about?
7 times.
Yeah. It'll tell you when you're about 3 or 4 steps away, becoming a developer and all that. Yeah. I mean, put it this way: for me, I have a bunch of stuff on my stick, and I hate just being bombarded with all the crap from Amazon. That's why I have a custom launcher. Now, my friends and the people I set sticks up for, I leave it on the stock the main screen, because all they want to basically do is they want to use TV Mate, they want to use Plex, they want to use Smart Tube, and they want to use their Prime Video. So I just put all those up there in the front because they would just get confused. There's a custom launcher on it.
And then sometimes those launchers break, or I don't want to say they break. They have an issue where if it rolls back to another one or won't boot up.
Or maybe Amazon changes the software and it's not compatible anymore.
Because there's been some times where the updates try to block launchers.
Or if you don't want to get them, go with on. You know, if you sick of the Amazon ads being forced down your throat,
but
$20, go get them on.
But those ads are coming to Android TV.
I think so.
They announced it. Android TV is going to be getting those ads coming. So that it's only a matter of time before we're going to see the same. Because again, part of this is these devices that we're buying for. They're not pennies, but they're not expensive devices. The cost, it costs more than $20, or they're not making much money on a on box when they're selling it for $20.
They can't be.
They're making money on the back end of it. So they're willing to, and Amazon does the same thing. You're willing to lose on the front end because you're going to make money on the back end on ads or movies that people buy or subscriptions. So it's only a matter of time before they're trying to make money off the ads part of it. So, it's part of it, but there's ways, like I said, there's ways around that. There was another one here. It says use an app shortcut button, and you can add shortcuts on those, on the Fire TV. You can click on, pull up where you can add shortcuts. You can do that. Use Pro Remote. And I don't know what anybody that has a Pro Remote, because that sounds like you'd have to pay extra money for a Pro.
I didn't even buy one. And I'm the Amazon guy. I didn't even buy one this time.
Yeah. So I mean, they're in disable sleep, default last input. So there's a number of different things. The link is down below, you guys. But the quickest thing, when you first double tap the home, it's the quickest, easy way to get out from the ad. But this isn't the end of the ads. You're going to have it. Even people with the Shield, they've talked about the Shield is going to have full ads that they've said that's expected in 2024 because Android TV is going to introduce it. So we're all going to see that. But it's not during a show. It's Amazon's just doing it when you first boot up the device.
Yeah.
Not to say that that's the only time they're ever going to do it. I want to say Prime is leaning towards that even. So there's no way of getting around it. It's going to happen. We can try to make it limit how much we see it, but they got to make their money back somehow. Let's see. Oh, so since we're talking about Amazon things, and we're not sponsored by Amazon on this show, just to let you guys know. But
my thoughts on Amazon. I hate them.
I know, a bunch of the Fire devices are on sale. So if you're a person that's not looking to spend a lot of money or trying to stay low budget, go ahead and get them sooner more than later. I mean, not that they're not going to be on sale again. They run them constantly on sale, but they are on sale. The cubes are on sale. All the sticks are on sale. So
even the TVs are still on sale.
Yeah, stay away from the TVs though. Yeah, they're junk.
Yeah. I don't want a TV. Just like remember the day when they had the VCR was built into the TVs.
Yeah.
I am not getting no all-in-one TV. No. So, but yeah, definitely check that if you're looking to save a few bucks on some of the devices, and they are low-end devices. We've had that discussion with C-Man. We've talked about devices, and I know he has some. It's the what's it? B-Link. Isn't that what you use? Which is not an inexpensive device, but it's a very high-end device.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I was looking at them today. I've got one still in the box new, but they're like $300 on eBay.
Wow.
What's the specs on it? You see, man, is it got a lot of RAM?
It's a 4 gig 64.
Okay.
But
All right.
it's got a high-end processor, and it's full Android 9, which I like.
Yeah, that's cool.
So again, it's each to their own, but I like easy setup. So,
but then again, you're the power user. You know how to utilize that. Most of our dads and uncles and people that we set these sticks up with can get by with a Fire Stick because they're just gonna watch TV Mate and Plex.
yeah, exactly. If you set it up for them like that, I mean, that's perfect.
Yeah.
And I know because yours is that B-Link. What I can't remember what model is that. That's
I got the GT King and the GT King Pro.
Yeah, GTs, Kings. Yeah, those are nice devices. I mean, they are really nice devices. The one good thing about those Android devices is that you can still use Amazon. Amazon. You can use Disney, Netflix, and you get them at the full resolution. A lot of those cheap Chinese boxes, people, I don't suggest those because a lot of times you're not able to use and watch Netflix at 4K or at 1080.
Exactly.
Because they're not. Yeah, go ahead.
Not at high def. I mean, their DRM is blocked on those.
Yep.
You will not get. Yeah, like the box you played with. What was it, a month ago? You were trying to set one up.
Oh yeah.
One night that they got at Walmart.
Yeah.
No,
right. It was a T95 box. It was an old one too. It was terrible. And they're not those cheap Android boxes are not licensed by Netflix or Disney, so you don't get. Sometimes you can't even install those kind of things on there. So I always tell people, because most people that we set up devices for have a Disney account or a Netflix account or Amazon account, Prime. So they want to install that stuff, of course, on their device. So you have to get a device that allows it. You've got to have the right protections on it to be able to do it. So, these Fire devices, inexpensive, and for the money, they're a good deal. I saw this one about benchmarks, since this was something that just came out the earlier part of the month. We're always talking about what's faster, what can play better. Again, these links are down below, folks. So if you want to bookmark this, so that when people are arguing with you about what has a faster processor, what has better graphics, you can pull up and say, all right, these are what the specs are. And I was looking at it, and the Fire Cubes have faster processor, a CPU, than a Shields. The CPU is faster. So it gives a whole range showing you how they all match up. Where
that B-Link on there or not?
Huh?
Did they have the B-Link on there?
No, this is it's got a because this is the MeCool stick. It doesn't have B-Link on there.
Okay.
It's got the TiVo, Chromecast, the Fire Sticks, the ONs on here. Where the NVIDIA Shield beats the Cube is when you get to the GPU, the graphics card, the graphics chip. That's when the Shield will jump up and pass the Cube. The Cube has a faster CPU, but the Shield has a better GPU. So that's why, you get a little bit better 4K playback and stuff like that. But go ahead, Roger.
They can handle more multi-streams than like TV Mate too.
Yes.
Like my Fire Cube 3, I have a Fire Cube 3. It can, if you put on 4 streams, it chugs on the 4th one. It's noticeable.
Yeah.
But on the Shield, it can handle it no problem.
Yeah. And it's so again,
if in the side chat there in StreamYard, I posted a link. There's a guy I watch on YouTube called Chig's Tech Reviews, and he does a lot of different boxes, B King, and he has his own spreadsheet with benchmarks, the price of the boxes, and it's pretty in depth. You'll have the Buzz TV, Ugos, you'll have your Fire Sticks, Fire Cubes, your Shield, Apple TV, and it has a really good breakdown there on that spreadsheet for different boxes.
Okay. Yeah, there was that the one that just did the video on $20. He was like a $20 box. He actually did one on the unbox. I saw a video just this past week, and he did a really good job. Maybe it's Linus.
I think that was Linus did that.
That was
Yeah, I think you're
Linus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is
Linus.
a good video. It's a good video. He's very entertaining to watch, and he explains everything. And it explains pros and cons to some of the devices that we look at.
Yeah. So if you're looking for something that's not Amazon or owned, you want something different, like the B-Link, or there's Ugos, and there's some difference. Take a look at that spreadsheet, and it'll give you some benchmark tests and price and links. So
just do your homework, because you don't want to spend your money on something and then it's not able to do
right
what
if
you want.
Exactly.
If your home internet is not capable of running 4K, if you don't have a 4K TV, don't waste the money on a 4K box. Get yourself an Amazon stick.
Yeah, you're right, because if your internet coming into your house or your Wi-Fi is shit,
right,
it's only it's not going to get any faster.
It rolls downhill, in other words,
Yeah.
Hey, Dave, can you put that link on the side chat?
I put it over.
It already is.
It's
in the side chat and YouTube, and the side chat there, and StreamYard.
Okay.
So just check out some of it. We were going to see a lot of some bundling, and we saw this earlier this year with cable TV struggling. Cable TV and some streaming services are coming together, and I want to say it was Charter and Disney signed a deal this past, I think it was last month, to where you'll be able to get Disney through your cable company. So this is a way of the cable companies are trying to hold on to people, and then Disney's able to say, hey, Charter will give you a good deal on these subscriptions, probably getting a kickback from any of the people that sign up, and the customer gets the ad-supported Disney, Hulu, stuff like that. But we're going to see more of this that's going to happen. So if you have family members that have cable TV, if you're helping them with their bills, you may want to kind of keep an eye out. You may see some sales on some of these cable companies and their streaming services, because we've talked about it numerous times. People are paying a lot of money, and you're spending a lot of money. A lot of people are on all these different services, and so you need to consolidate what you're spending. Don't spend an ass ton of money on this. But we're going to see more of this, and because the cable TV companies need to figure out a way of making money, and the streaming services need to figure out a way of making money because I know that there was an article. What was that article I was reading? I didn't put it on here, about some of these streaming services paying millions and millions of dollars to get access to libraries. And that's money that you're spending, and you got to try to make it back up. So we're going to see a lot of these companies merging, coming up with packages to pay to get customers on. Verizon, I did see some. Verizon has done it to where they offer some stuff. I know I still have my my Disney through Verizon. They bundled that back forever.
They're running a promo now, I think, with Verizon. You sign up and you get, I want to say you get Netflix and Max for $10 a month if you sign up for the phone, get a phone from them.
Yeah, which ain't not a bad deal if you're a person that wants.
I mean,
Netflix and Max. It's the ad supported too.
If they, that's more likely. It's probably ad supported.
Yeah, it is.
If they're going to give you to that for that price, that means they're gouging you one way or the other. Ain't nothing for free.
Well, no. I thought Cody was free. Cody's
you gotta
free.
pay. You gotta pay somehow. Knowledge,
It costs
time.
your time.
Cody's dead.
Cody is dead.
Yeah,
I see it all the time
told
on
me
Facebook.
about
Cody's
5 years
free.
ago.
It's, I haven't paid. I didn't pay for 20 years. I haven't paid for it. I ain't going to start paying now. Okay. So I thought we'd do a little segment here talking about some of the we're saying free, some ways that people can watch TV through some apps and not pay money or pay very little. I will say first and foremost, before we talk about any of these services, almost every one of them is ad supported. So you're going to see some ads somewhere in the video, either at the beginning, in the middle, somewhere you're going to watch an ad. But these are free services. And these were just some that I kind of came up with, that I came up off the top of my head that I remember. If you guys on the panel or people in the side chat have ones that I forgot, add in there, because this is just kind of a way of for people to get some stuff that if they're looking to save money to be able to watch content that's ad supported. Pluto TV, which is pre-installed in a lot of TVs already. Yeah. I know most of your smart TVs have Pluto TV or
Tubi.
Tubi. There's Pluto, and what's the other one that's always installed on your TV already?
Preview or something like that.
No, it's
Tubi?
No, it's not Tubi.
No.
Film Fast?
Pluto.
Freevee.
No.
Freevee.
Well, because there was another one, because I know that it's not the Roku channels or Roku, but so Pluto TV is an option for you guys if you want. This has a large library of content, a large library. You will, and you're going to be able to have some channels in here that is neat because they're hard to find. Mystery Science Theater is on here. And I'm a person that loves Mystery Science Theater. It has its own channel for that. So it is
and my favorite, don't forget, is that the car chases.
Car chases.
Guys, you have to watch it. You'll get hooked into it.
Car chases.
Car chases.
I was looking.
Police following these guys. It's just,
Yeah,
in California, I don't know how people put up with it. The cop can't, do anything to the car, to these people in the car driving. It's hilarious.
So these are all ad-based, and you're not going to get the Disney Channel. This is not Discovery. This is not ESPN. These are they're running on a loop, but a good option for free. It may already be on your TV. Another one that we talked about already is Plex. Plex has a pretty large TV and movie library, as well as live TV library. It is ad supported, and I know that I've looked through some of this. I actually turn it off on my. I don't want to see it. But there are people that are not.
I keep mine on because I have the.
You're running short on content.
Yeah, I am. Listen, I keep it on because sometimes I'm looking for something, and I find out that it's there on Pluto, and then I have to go grab it, from other places, But I have the HD home run box, and that for the live TV is great because anything that I could just record it there, and then it goes right into my Plex.
Yep.
So let's see, Plex. Another one which is down right now, Local Now. I
forgot about that one.
This has been adding channels, and I don't know. I checked it yesterday and today. Currently working on improving your experience. Please wait a few minutes to try again. Well, I've tried for 2 days, and I have the same screen. So they added more channels.
Never been able to get it to work for me either.
So I wonder if it's geo-blocked or whatever, because I saw that they added a bunch of new channels to this service.
Why do I feel like I have that one? Hold on, let me check.
We all signed up for it a long time ago when Todd had it on his show.
So that's an option you may want to. We'll have to look into. I couldn't get it through. One of you guys mentioned Tubi. Tubi is another free option that you can watch content. It does offer live TV, movies, and TV shows. Again, you're not going to get your newest content, but you're going to find a lot of older stuff that's on here. So,
But that is geo-blocked.
Yes.
UK people can't get that.
Yeah. I don't. Well, no, I clicked on it today. I got it to play today because I clicked on it just to test it, and Ace Ventura did play for me here. So if you're in a country where you can't access it, you will have to turn on your VPN so that you can get it.
And then you can for sure.
Another one that we mentioned, I heard guys say FreeV. FreeV is Amazon owns it. I think they bought it last year. Another option for being able to stream some movies and TV shows. You can see all the different devices that it runs on. So just about every device it will run, but they've got lots of content in on this. And there's, I didn't realize Sound of Freedom is for free on there. Oh, with a
free with the
Prime with Prime. Okay. So yeah, I guess it's linking. It's probably pulling some from I bet it's pulling from some of the Prime library.
Yeah,
as
and
well as the preview.
I bet it's got paid rentals as well. And that's I hate to put those on for older people because they get confused and end up buying stuff.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. And that does happen because some of these services you'll think that you're going to play it for free and you click it. And next thing you know, you're being charged for it. So be careful.
Yeah, that's the crap I deal with on my Plex. They turn on their Fire Sticks and they do a search for the movie they want to watch on my Plex. And it's like, why am I having to buy this on Amazon and rent it? Because you're searching in Amazon, you're not searching in Plex.
Yeah. That's one of the things that does happen. Peacock is another one that does have a library. And this is geo-blocked, so you need to be in the U.S. or a U.S. territory to be able to use it. But they do have a library that they pull from what would be the NBC content. But it does not have everything. Since this is a free ad-based, there is content that you will not find on the free. And I want to say The Office. You're not going to be able to watch it on the free version. If you paid for Peacock, then you would be able to see The Office. So not all their library is unlocked to you for free. But again, if we're talking about just family members, they may be happy with some of that content. Another one here, Crunchyroll, which will have some of that animation, that anime stuff. So for folks that are into anime, you may want to check this out. 14-day free trial. I thought this was free all the time. Let me look here.
I'm pretty sure Crunchyroll is a paid service.
Yeah, I was just looking. I thought, all right. So never mind this one because this is $10 a month. So, all right. Crunchyroll's gone. All right. The other one, which I had never heard of, is Canopy. Canopy is a streaming service that you can check out movies with your library card. So if you have a library card, you actually can watch movies. I think you made this as the site of the week a while back ago. And when I was doing a search. So if you have a library card, which is free to anybody, if you want to get a library card, go downtown to the library and you can get a card. You can with your.
Is it free for you guys in Canada?
Library is. I don't know if I could use my library card.
I was joking. Because I'm thinking, by the time you get out of the house and drive, 12 miles just to get to the library, I figured people didn't have to.
I'd have to figure out where the library is in town.
Oh, you don't even know where it is?
I don't even know. It's here somewhere in town. So.
And you work
Angel Studios is another good one.
Angel Studios?
Yeah, that's the one that did Sound of Freedom.
Okay.
Do they have?
Some of it's free, and I think some of it's paid.
Okay. So sign up for free. Okay. So another option for people. It looks like a lot of religious stuff.
Yeah, it looks heavy on the Bible.
Yeah. I was just looking.
There's Sound of Freedom.
Yeah. Well, I see Christmas The Chosen, The Messenger, and then I
David.
saw this. I saw the David, as young David. But again, there are a lot of our family members that may find that this is content that they would really like and that they would want to watch. So it's a good suggestion. And again, this is just to toss it out there for people that are looking for content for a friend or family member that doesn't have a lot of money. And we are a bit picky, to be honest. I mean, we are pretty picky about what we watch, and we don't want any ads. We want to watch it in 4K, or but most people aren't as picky as we are. Most people, if they have to watch an ad, they don't care. For us on the panel, we'd have a damn fit when we got to watch an ad.
Oh yeah.
But our family members, they don't mind. So some of these services may be a good option for your family member you're trying to help them with to slimming down that cable bill and that monthly charge, because these are definitely some options that we have. And again, all these links are down below. So after the show is over, if you can't remember, the URLs are down below.
Real quick question for the panel. Who do you think's doing the best TV shows, movies right now? I mean, HBO Max is putting out
Apple Plus.
Apple is always good.
They do the best TV.
Apple too. I agree. Totally.
Disney stuff, it depends on what you like. I just started watching that Percy Jackson. It's really good.
That show is good.
Really good.
That show is good. So
they spent a lot of money on it.
But the kids aren't irritating in the net.
No.
A lot of times, Blue and I will watch movies and TV shows in the young kids, the way that they write the script. You can't stand the kids. They're spoiled little brats. Percy, when we were watching that yesterday, we watched 3 episodes of it, and I was like, this ain't too bad. This is holding my attention, and I will continue watching, even though it's geared towards kids. It is geared towards a younger audience, but us nerdy older people don't mind it because I liked it.
I'm enjoying it.
Well, is the kid a nerd also, or
he's a demigod?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because I know that. Remember the movies? There was a couple movies with that.
They're not good. Not good.
They were good. Because we were watching it, and Blue's like, "Oh, you remember the movie?" I'm like, "Yeah," and I didn't like it. She says, "Well, let's give this a try." And we watched it, and I was like, "Yeah, it's bad." And she's like, "Oh, I like this." And again, she watches a lot of that stuff. She's like, "Oh, this is a whole lot better." I tried watching that Monarch, and I can't. I don't know if any of you guys watched that.
Not yet. I'm waiting for it to finish. There's 2 more episodes left.
I'm struggling with it.
My kids love it.
I can't stand it. It's a tease. It's like a whole. I told Blue today we watched an episode, and the latest episode, and I said it's a lot of yada 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 with a. Guess what's happening? Oh, episode's over. Because it goes on with the chatter, and the action will happen with a minute left in the episode, and then the episode's over.
I did 2 episodes and left it.
It's not. I'm watching it just like it's got to get better, but it's not. So yeah. So
I finished that one you were talking about, the space.
Beacon
23 or whatever it was.
That was
good sci-fi.
Yeah.
They better make another season of it.
It was. I kept you on that show. I'm like, what's going on? What's this?
Yeah.
And you're questioning constantly, and
then it made sense. Then it makes sense, and then something happens. Yeah.
Then it did. It's like, what just happened? So, they're supposed to have season 2 on that. So. I was trying to think. HBO Max. Max does a pretty good job, I think, on some of the movies, or TV shows. But movies,
but I think you're right. Apple is killing it.
Yeah. Everything they do is really pretty good.
It is
because they got the money.
But they don't. It's like sometimes Netflix is like everywhere trying to buy.
Yeah.
Whereas Apple seems to be more
Straight.
directed, and they know what they're trying to do.
And they got more money to throw at little things. If you notice, all the soundtracks and all the Apple Plus stuff has the perfect song at the perfect time, and it's stuff that we've heard all our lives because they got so much money to buy the rights to it.
That's because they got the perfect phone.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Coming from an Apple guy, can we tell who's the Apple guy on the panel?
We got two Apple shows being made in Montreal.
Oh, dear. Well.
Oh yeah.
Well, we're looking forward to that. All right, hey, let's we need to do Aubyns Site of the Week. That's got to be because we got to. Whereas we're getting close to the pop time.
Yeah.
All right, so hold on a second. Let's where am I at over here? There we go.
Hey, okay. This one here is a screen recorder. So I know a lot of times we're always, want to use a screen recorder, but let's say you're at somebody else's computer and, you can at least go to a website and be able to, run a screen record, which I thought was pretty neat.
Mm-hmm.
So
all right, now, so this
and
pops
then
up.
Pick the window, right?
So now I click.
Window
can you see the window part?
Yeah, we see the window.
Okay, all right, cool. Yeah, so you can pick the window that you want to save.
Right.
I'm just gonna. I'll do the entire screen.
Okay.
What's nice about this is, because I played around with it, is you can save the file as an MP4,
right?
Which some stream recorders you can't.
So let me. I don't have audio, but it's probably because I'm because
it's probably a StreamYard thing. Probably.
It's because it's on StreamYard. That's right. Yeah. So yeah, you can see it recorded it right there. It was 8 seconds. Where I was clicking around. So, and then you can download the file.
Right. So I
thought that was pretty handy. That's
it goes right into your download folder.
I mean, that would
like
be.
I said, and if you go up and click on the settings, it gives you the 2 file types you can save it as. And someone who does stream recording, normally the option is like WMV or something, and that file size comes out to be huge.
Yeah.
Well, how handy was it? That would be a handy tool for remote helping people with their computers if they can't.
Right.
They can just screen record what's going on and send you.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Cool.
Have you guys ever checked out Ice Cream screen recorder? I paid a lifetime and it was $40, and it's saved any format. That's a great screen recorder.
Okay. I use FreeCam 8 is mine.
I think you got to narrow your search down a little bit, Todd.
How about iScreen? There we go.
Okay. Oh, it has an I in front of it. I would never.
Yeah. I did ice cream. So yeah, I use what is it down here? Screencast-O-Matic, and I've had that for a long time. So, but yeah, that definitely that's a good site. And again, for the folks that may not remember, the URL is down below for that screen recorder.
Yeah.
No installation, just click it and record. All right. So before we go into streaming, go into Player Pass, one last thing. Do we want to spin the wheel for this now? We may go an extra week. We may not have a show next Friday. It'd be the following Friday.
Okay.
Right.
Well, I thought that. Will you be able to walk around in the house if you make the spin because certain other people?
Oh yeah, Blue Wheel.
Well, she didn't give me any. She didn't give me any movies.
I told her she wanted a Blue Wheel, All she had to do was send me a list. I mean, I could make one up and just put 3 of the freaking Hobbit movies and 3 of the Lord of the Ring movies. There you go. There's Blue's pick.
No, all right. So, well, we'll spin this. This will be the next movie we do. Now, again, it won't be next Friday. It'll be the Friday after. And anybody that
we got West Virginia Tough Man next Friday. So
okay. All right.
Priorities.
So make sure, guys, if you're wanting to change your picks, let them know. And since C-Man, after this week, C-Man, you'll get to throw a pick on here since you've been here for the last couple player passes. We'll see what your choices are here. All right. So let's spin the wheel. So we can get the player pass. You want to tell us
what's on it? Oh, well. Okay.
No. Nope. It don't matter what's on it. It only matters what it comes up with. And if it's that Chevrolet, I'm gonna fucking choke you.
It is. Look at it. Come on. It is.
Yes.
Dad made me watch that movie again today. Y'all picked.
All right.
Aubyns. Fucking, I hate you. Why is this? It's a musical, right?
Yeah.
No.
Not really. No.
If it's not really, then it is. If you got to say, it's not really.
They play music.
It's more of a biography.
Yeah, it's a biography.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, this is golly. Look at all the other movies that could have watched on there.
Like what? You see, if you would have called them out before,
it wouldn't have mattered. All right. So stop sharing.
So see, man, all you have to do is just DM me what movie you want me to put on the wheel.
All right, you got it.
And I'll put it on the wheel for next. And
I'll add another one for you.
Add another movie. Aubyns, I'll give you a good tip for a movie to add on the wheel that'll really piss Todd off. Because it's all in Danish and you have to read it, and it's over 2 hours long.
Hey, how long can we keep our movie on the wheel?
You can change it anytime.
You can change it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I was changing it every 2 weeks.
Hey, I did say Chevrolet. Chevrolet? It's some French word.
Well, that's why you need to be able to.
Chevalier. He was a French composer.
That sounds like a load of shit.
No, it's not. Really, it's not.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going in with a low bar. So if it's anywhere decent, I'm gonna be like, that was great because I'm going with low bar. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and roll this over to our player pass. Thanks for you guys watching the first segment. Hold tight. We're just gonna roll the promo and then we'll go right into player pass. I'm ready for player pass. Let's get into player pass. So if you've not watched this part of the segment, we review a movie that was spun by the wheel, and we have to watch that movie and then give our thoughts and opinions on it. And we decide, would each of us give it a play or pass? Play would mean that you would suggest it to others. Pass would be that you hope it falls in the dumpster and never gets played again. I have to say hi to Andrew. Andrew slid in there at the end of the early segment.
Hello. This was my movie. I'm sorry.
Well,
it is an older movie.
The reason he picked it was he was away when we had to make choices for the wheel, and he said, "Oh, you go ahead and pick for me." Then he realized what a mistake that was because it was going to be Scarface or Goodfellas, something like that. Then he was like, no, Blue Beetle.
So, all right. So this is, let me go ahead and add that page. Let me add this one. Here we go. All right. So you guys over in the side chat, give your thoughts and opinions on this movie as the people on the panel will give theirs. So who wants to be the first to talk about this DC movie, superhero Blue Beetle?
I didn't hate it. It was okay for what it was. It's it's a comic book movie. I think it's aimed at teenagers. It had a couple of giggles in it. The fight choreography was all really good, I thought. The kid's a good action star. I mean, he has 5 or 6 episodes or seasons of Karate Kid under his belt already. So I thought he did a good job. You have to suspend belief because it's a comic book movie, so there was plenty of plot armor instances, like who knew Grandma was a Sandinista fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for what it wasn't bad. I don't think it made any money at the box office. It's nice.
It was a Netflix, I think.
Yeah, and I think it's nice that there's finally a Hispanic superhero.
Yeah.
I don't know that they'll make more of them, but I didn't hate it, and it was for what it is. It was fun. I watched it a couple of times. So
yeah,
that's
I'll agree on all those. Geared towards younger people for sure. It's geared towards a demographics for kind of your Latino base. There's a lot of jokes and all that are in there that are geared towards some of that demographics. But I found George Lopez funny as hell in this.
Yeah.
I watched it first time, and then we watched it again yesterday, and I laughed out loud. Roger, you do that. How if I laugh more than 3 times, it's a good movie. I laughed a number of times at this. George Lopez, fucking a riot, and Nana, a riot. It's so those parts to me were really good. Only thing that I didn't like was Susan Sarandon.
Yeah, she was horrible.
Yeah,
she was really bad.
Cringy. Her acting was almost like every time she talked. So again, I'm with Roger there. I liked it better. Being this my second time, I enjoyed it much better the second time than the first time.
I did too.
You should have joined us.
Yeah. Well, I was sitting on the couch, stroking someone's hair, just quietly enjoying it.
You need to get her
soft.
So
with
Jake
dim
was
lights.
happy. If you liked it so much, you should have voted.
Oh, didn't I vote? I'll vote while one of you guys are talking.
Dabs and I talked about it today. Susan Sarandon was bad.
Horrible.
Yeah.
She was not good in that movie.
She was the worst.
But I did enjoy it the second time. The first time I did not enjoy it. The second time I thought it was good.
I didn't either. The first time I watched it was when it came out. I think it came out a couple of months ago, at least.
Yeah.
And I wasn't that hot on it, but the second time I watched it, I laughed a lot. And then I watched it another half time with Aubyns in VR, and it was good again. So
you're right though. George Lopez was hilarious.
Yeah.
Definitely laughed at that a whole lot more than I expected, and it got a lot funnier. Expected to be cheesy, right? We go into kind of a kid's, and it was. The laughs were a pleasant surprise, pleasant treat.
Yeah, this is a movie you can watch with your kids and not feel bad at any point.
Right.
Susan Sarandon was terrible.
Quick, welcome to
Quick's there is
thank you.
We adopted from big screen VR.
Yeah.
So he's kind of
put him out into the real world.
Like freaking tick.
I just got dropped off by the short bus, and came up.
Well,
Yeah.
Come on.
I want to say I really like this movie. I liked it the first time we watched it, and now again the second. I thought it was funny. I told people about it. It's a shame that we don't know how much money it made because I think it was because it was a Netflix movie.
129 million.
129 mil. Oh,
Yep.
okay.
The budget
What was it?
it was
Yeah,
cost
budget.
between either 105 and 120 to make,
Okay.
and then
Okay.
it made 129.
Okay.
Broke even.
I think I must have spoilt myself with Marvel movies.
Oh yeah, you do.
I didn't
So-
enjoy this one as much. Like I tried, I really did because I thought I liked the kid in it.
The character.
Because I really like him in Cobra Kai. I actually think he's a really good actor, and he's probably him and the girl that plays his sister. They were probably the two standouts for me.
Yeah.
But I just think the script
did
was.
a good job.
It just felt like for it being the first Hispanic like superhero movie, I thought I would have just like done a bit more with the script because it just felt like it borrowed from loads of different movies, like loads of different superhero movies. It was just all like the basic default things that would happen to a superhero.
Well,
Expectations have a lot. Did you have high expectations?
Well, not high expectations. No, I just figured it would be a bit different. It just seemed like it felt like I'd watched it before.
Sure.
It's like I've seen so many other superhero movies where it's like the similar things. This felt like it took from like Spider-Man and
Venom a little bit.
Well,
it was very
like
heavy on the Spider-Man tape.
It felt like it took away from Shazam. It took from Shazam because it felt
Shazam
like the
too.
same feel of Shazam. That both those movies had the same feel to me.
Yeah,
Yes.
it did.
But again, both of those are geared towards kids.
More comedy. The one thing that I liked about it was, thank God, at least it didn't have any freaking multiverse bullcrap.
Right.
Because I'm so sick of those multiverse. What the hell?
I agree with that.
I was glad there wasn't any of that in it.
I think that's the reason why we liked it, because it wasn't, having to think about what happened 4 other movies ago in some other land and in some other comic.
They kept the plot simple enough to follow pretty easily, and it was fun straight through, and it was probably top better than 60% of the DC movies that have been released.
Oh, easily.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Way-
For a
yeah.
DC movie, this was hitting it out of the park for the DC movie.
Yeah.
I'm with you completely.
It's a decent like starter for like the James Gunn era of DC.
Yeah, I'm not sure that James Gunn had anything to do with this. I'm not
Is
sure.
this not one of his first ones? Blue
I
Beetle?
don't know.
But it's not part of the Gunverse.
No.
Oh, it's not. Right.
It's kind of the end of, or part of the
last era.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Got you. Yeah.
And it's unfortunate because I like the character. I could watch more
Andrew,
movies
can
of
I
this
ask you a
character.
question?
Yes,
Agree,
sir.
What was a good Marvel movie you watched lately?
What was a good Marvel movie I watched lately? Oh, Jesus.
I like them all.
I think the last Marvel movie I watched was the last Thor movie, Love and Thunder, and it was only okay.
Yeah, that one was okay. Marvel's was
The new
okay.
Guardian,
was-
the
I thought it
latest
was
Guardians was
terrible.
alright.
Latest
Yeah.
The latest Guardians was good. Actually, that was the last one I watched. I apologize.
I can hardly wait till the Marvels is released.
Yeah,
so
and I enjoyed
freaking-
Yeah,
Did you?
I've heard some bad things.
Yeah, it's got no love online.
See,
There's a good
Yeah.
telesync
Yeah.
copy of it out.
yeah, it's getting
and-
to the point now where I'm starting to lose a little bit interest in Marvel. I'm still into
Wow.
Loki.
Well, I think they're gonna take a wrecking ball to it all anyway after Jonathan Major's ordeal. I think they're gonna pivot and go the X-Men and Fantastic Four, and we won't hear so much.
I just want all I want is for Sony to make either Amazing Spider-Man 3 or Spider-Man 4.
Yeah,
that's all I want.
Yeah.
You want Sony to do it by themselves without Disney?
Very.
But yeah, because like the Sony, I want the Sony one with Andrew Garfield. I want him to have his third movie because he's one of my favorite Spider-Man.
Sure.
And I think Tobey Maguire needs his fourth. In my opinion.
Like the feel. I like the feel of the Andrew Garfield. It's a little off topic, but yeah, I like the feel of those, and I feel like we got chipped.
I would definitely watch another one. I'm with you, Andrew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think he did himself he didn't do himself any harm with his appearance in the last Spider-Man, so I thought he was probably the best, like the standout person.
Can I put in my negative?
Yeah, jump in.
Okay.
Was it the music?
This is not one of my type of movies, but at the beginning I started to like it because the Latino effect in it. I liked it. Lopez, I really liked. Then after when he got into the fights and all the other special effects and things like that, I just dropped off. I couldn't take it. Like it was too. It felt cheesy because maybe because I couldn't get into the movie. There was certain things in there I didn't like. The only thing that I really liked is when he split the bus in half. That was nice. But the rest of it, I couldn't get into it at all. It's not my type of music. Movie.
Yeah, because it didn't have enough music in it for you.
Enough music for him, right?
No,
I got that the first time. Definitely.
Yeah. But I wouldn't watch it a second time.
I think it's better the second time.
Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah.
And I think I laughed. Like I said, I laughed a lot more this last time.
Yeah,
I was kind of like, I don't want to have to watch this again. And then we watched it, and I'm like, oh shit, that was pretty funny. I forgot. Yeah. I mean, I think that's where we talk about a lot of times with DC messes up with not being. It doesn't have enough comedy or enough light moments to offset the action. Because if it's all action or all dark. Like some of the Batman, the later Batmans. Right. It's just it doesn't. I'm always down, so I can't really enjoy it.
There's no human element at all. It's all action.
Yeah.
Or they go way too dark, or way too. There's no. They don't mix it. You really hit something there. They either go way too dark with like with the Batmans and or they go just way too. Silly or way too out there with too much action, and that's was something that was really fun about this in the DC realm was that we got a mix. We got some funny, we got some serious. It was a fun mix.
Yeah, and even parts where his dad dies, and you have that part of that human moment, and you actually care about the characters in it. How many times we watch DC?
Oh, the villain.
You care about nobody in it. Yeah, even the villain you cared in this.
The villain storyline arc was really cool.
Yeah, and how you ended up caring about him because he had been pulled from from as a child, stuck in an army and recruited in.
Yeah, so, and then he got to kill Susan Sarandon for her bad acting.
Yeah.
Yes.
You are the weakest link of this movie.
Yeah. It was shocking how bad she was, actually.
It was.
And I like Susan Sarandon normally. Yeah. Normally in movies, I really like her acting, but it was like, I don't know. In this one, it was I was like, what are you trying to go for here? I mean,
I felt like she was. Yeah, I felt like she was trying to be comic, or her. I guess her version of comic booky, right, or campy, Like that's, I think that's maybe what she thought comic books, or because she really was just like over the top and silly and
Everything.
yeah, every like nonstop. It didn't tone down even when it was supposed to tone down.
Right.
And I have to wonder if that was just her interpretation of what comic book movies are, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just to what Butcher said of,
or she was AI.
Or she was.
yeah,
Hey, she did seem kind of wooden in it.
Yeah, right.
Hey, she was AI. That was
She
during
was.
the strike. They
She
had
was,
to
yep.
finish that off.
Yeah.
So I didn't hear Albany. You chimed in on what your thoughts?
No, I did. I said I
Oh.
liked it. Talk about AI though. I just watched some other movie. It was a Jackie Chan movie with John Cena in it, and I'm like, what did these guys do? Did he go over there to China when the strike was going on? Because this was a full Chinese movie, that they had him.
Probably.
Yeah. So I was shocked to see that.
Is that Jenna Ortega?
Was that what?
Oh no, that was the girl from Blue Beetle, who was cute as hell. I don't know who that girl is, but she's
Oh
really
yeah.
She was a model. Oh, trust me, the one that played Jenny Cord.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
One thing that. Go ahead, Dave.
What the hell is her? I'm trying to read her. Bruna Margadeva, whatever her last name is, but no, she was hot. Yes.
Very
smoking.
Yes.
And she wore white the whole show, and that's always a sign that they're going to be white at the end. But they got her all dirty. Her shirt was all dirty at the end, which was
even good.
Yep.
What was that
watch
movie?
this a second time.
Hey guys, I gotta run.
See you, man.
All right,
Good seeing you guys.
C-Man, before you leave, you give this a play or a pass? What you giving it before you head out?
Did you go?
He might have dipped.
Damn, Mama said, "Get off that."
He had voted in Telegram.
Oh,
yeah, he did.
Pass.
Okay.
Yeah.
He gave it a pass in Telegram.
Okay.
But I think he liked it better his second review.
Yeah. Which I've done that. I've watched the movie the first time, voted, gave it a pass, then went back and watched it a second time and changed my vote.
Yes. The last Terminators. I was that way.
We've said this many times before. After you hear somebody talk about it, you're like, you feel like you got to give it a second chance.
Yeah.
Did you watch this with your kids, Andrew, by chance?
Oh no, I couldn't get my kids to sit through 2 hours.
Okay, all right.
They don't have the attention span.
I did watch it with my daughter. My daughter's 12, and 3 other of her. So I watched it with 4 12-year-old girls in the movie theater.
Did they like it?
They loved it. I mean, they started standing and clapping at the end, and there was only about 20 people in the theater, but they got pretty much the rest of the theater clapping as well.
That's good.
Yeah, I think it's aimed at that age range, but I enjoyed it. There's humor in there for me. It made me laugh. But the main character that I can't remember his name, but the kid from Cobra Kai, he's a good-looking kid. He appeals to young girls, and I think they made a marketable movie, really.
And he is quite comedic as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there was a lot between George Lopez and the grandmother, and even like when his sister is like, "Hey, watch here, I need to go take a dump."
Yeah.
I mean,
That was funny.
One, so those bits in there were. I wasn't expecting it to be as comedic as it was. I went into expecting a superhero movie, and it's like, okay, and I'm watching it. I'm like, okay, this is more along the lines as you mentioned, Shazam. Because Shazam has the same sort of feel, whether or not that's their because the both, the main characters were both young, so they try to make more of a comedic approach to it. But no. And it was like in the very beginning when he's coming down the escalator, and I swear I was like, is that George R.R. Martin? Wearing the hat with the beard. Oh, congratulations on being $100,000 in debt.
That was a good scene, and that's a good point, Dave. That the dynamic between the family was very, very fun, and really hit. They hit their marks. They hit their jokes, their chemistry, and.
Well, so like when he comes back to the house and he's naked, standing there in front of the whole family, and they're all kind of like looking at him, and then his dad is the one. Well, it's cold. He's cold, Put those huevos away.
Yeah. Yes, that was a good scene.
Yeah, there was a lot of that. You laughed at it. You're like, this is cute. And again, we watched it today or yesterday, and it was like, okay, this is. I don't know why I was so hard on it before, but
me too.
Sometimes I think that our expectations, because I love superhero movies, I love sci-fi. So sometimes when you see something's coming out, you put that mark, oh, this is going to be good, and then it falls short, and it's like, And then when I went back and watched it, not expecting to like it, the second time, I'm like, wait, I should have gave this more of a chance, and so
did you like it better the second time?
Oh yeah,
I liked it a lot better the second time.
A lot better.
No, did Blue?
Yes.
Blue,
oh yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Because we were watching it and she's laughing and she goes, "Yeah, this is really good." And then then today I turned on. I went on a 24/7 and turned on the George Lopez TV show, and just turned it on and let it run for a couple hours. And he's funny in that. Yeah, it's all like
I'm wondering if we should all watch The Creator again.
I need because that one
I disappointed. Yeah, I felt very disappointed.
Yeah, so maybe second time it might like it better.
I felt like everybody else.
I hope Rebel Moon gets picked up here or whatever.
Yeah, very excited for that.
I've seen it.
Oh, really? Okay.
No, I've seen it. Yeah. So it's on the wheel.
Yeah, I wanted. Because I want to know what other people think. I would save them.
Yeah, and the same thing with Creator. I want to hear other people's points of view and probably maybe seeing it a second time because I know I was not.
You have to be in the mood for a certain type of movie, really, because otherwise, you're just like, well, you're not in the mood to watch it, you're not gonna like it.
Yeah. If you're on your phone the whole time and you're not paying attention.
Candy Crush.
Yeah, Candy Crush movie.
Yeah.
This is a Candy Crush movie. That's all I did is play Candy. I beat 20 levels watching that movie. All right, let's
just a reminder, Andrew, I'll need a new pick from you. But
I've got one.
Pick, I'll be more than happy to put Scarface on there.
Yeah, I've got one for you. Don't worry.
Scarface 2.
All right, let's go ahead and jump into the voting so we can vote, and then it gives us some time to open the panel to discuss TV shows or movies that we may want to suggest people to check out. And if Aubyns, did you have any entertainment news that you might want to bring up?
No, not really.
Okay,
just up for next week.
Okay,
but that's it.
Okay,
next
all right.
Saturday.
Let's go ahead and start the voting. So folks over on the side, vote play or pass. Play means that you would recommend this to your friends and family. Pass means you hope it falls in the dustbin of shitty movies and never to be seen again. So let's see. We'll start with Scott down there. Quick, what do you think on this movie? Is this a play or a pass for you?
Yes, it's a play for me, especially as a DC movie and a part of the DC catalog. I would definitely recommend a play. I think a lot of people would put that. It would make them feel better about the DC film and where it's the DC industry and where it's going, or their universe and where it might be going.
Awesome.
A play.
Yeah. All right, Eddie, play or pass for Blue Beetle?
It's a sad, I got to say, it's going to be a pass for me because I couldn't really get into it.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. Roger, play or pass?
It was a definite play for me. It made me laugh. I've told other people about it, so that's our requirements, or my requirements anyway.
That sounds good. What about you, Andrew? Play or pass on this one?
I'm gonna stick with my original pass, but I probably will give this another chance because I feel like I've overexposed myself to Marvel too much to like had the Marvel blinkers on when I was watching this, so I feel like I've got to give it another chance. I probably would definitely recommend it over Wonder Woman 1884. That's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep.
God.
Yep.
Oh God, that was.
I'd recommend watching paint dry over that.
All right, Beach. What do you think? Play or pass on?
I'll give it a play. And Andrew, I was wrong. You gave me your pick since Blue Beetle. I forgot. I was trying to get this into your.
Oh, I did, yeah.
Yeah.
I might change it.
Yeah. What about you, Auburn?
I'm a play all day.
You're gonna play all day, so you're gonna play, and I'm gonna give it a play. So we on the panel we have 5 plays, and I'll say C-Man. I used pass on him because he had passed on the Telegram room, and so it was 3 passes, 5 plays, and as I look over in the side chat, it looks like we had 3 plays. So I guess this is gonna get
What about Telegram? Nobody checked the
We have
Telegram?
6 plays and one.
It was a pass. Put it this way, Todd's vote broke the tie.
Oh, it did?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
because it was 50-50, and then once he finally voted, that skewed it.
Wait,
Did I vote?
No, you didn't vote.
I didn't vote on that.
Yeah, go and vote in there.
I'm going in
there.
there.
The link you sent me before?
Yeah, we had enough funny business with votes a couple of weeks ago when people were illegal voting.
Yeah. Oh, wait, and that would mean another play from Blue, right?
Oh yeah.
Vote.
Well, she's not. She must be downstairs because I can't hear her.
Vote fixing going on right before our eyes.
Yeah, there you go.
Stuffing the ballots.
Well, I
That's
just
what
trying
happened to me when
to get you guys to vote early.
Bad trip.
I think do you know what I think's happening here, Beach? I think he's trying to get as many players for this one to make up for what's going to happen when we watch this next movie.
Yeah.
I'll
put it this way. Someone suggested Chevalier to Aubyns.
Yeah.
Oh God, was it you?
Yeah. What do you mean? Oh,
it wasn't me.
You.
Because I thought it was Chevrolet.
It was me.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I thought I liked it. I mean, I love period pieces.
It was really good. It was not what
you know what? Since I'm catching grief, really I'm going to switch my pick there to the Hunger Games, and I'm putting on foreign 2.5 hour foreign language.
There you go.
On there to make you bastards pay.
I'm gonna make Blue watch it and then just tell me.
Hey, the last foreign language movie I picked was a man called Ove.
Oh yeah, you're batting really well on that one.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, Auburn. I put like a vomit thing in the chat because I thought it was a car movie. I thought it was Chevrolet, like a Chevy, a car thing. But when I checked it out real quick and I saw it was like Roger has, I think, similar taste to me that I noticed more and more. And I like period pieces like that. It looks like the wardrobe, the set, it all looks really, really interesting. I'm
great in this movie.
Based on a true story.
Yeah.
Oh, even better.
Yeah.
The guy was like a jack of all trades. He's a musician, a fencer, a seducer of women.
Yeah.
So
that changes.
So I don't know if it's going to make the way. Has anybody watched Saltburn?
I tried. I couldn't get
I
into
started to, and I turned it off.
it. Me too.
We watched the whole thing.
Oh,
I have to pull myself to go ahead and finish watching it just because
I don't know if I'm
I
going to.
really hate to start something and stop.
Yeah. Well, I was just thinking
And,
it's a period piece, so I was thinking,
Yeah.
oh, this is.
Yeah.
Well,
It's not a
I'm
period, but
gonna
I guess
say-
they're rich. So
I'll save some people 2.5 hours. Avoid Maestro like the frickin' plague.
Yeah, I get
Avoid it.
bad
Avoid it.
reviews.
Avoid it. It
And I
is
don't
frickin'
care.
horrible.
yeah.
Well, what did you? Butcher, you watched the whole thing. What did you think of it?
What,
I
Saltburn?
watched.
Or,
Yeah.
I thought it was weird.
I like weird, though.
There was some weird things in it. There was just there were a few scenes in it that were just kind of, I don't know. It just made my skin crawl. A few scenes. I just wasn't. I was trying to figure out what they were trying to do with this movie. I was trying to think, where's this movie trying to be, and I couldn't figure it out, even all the way to the end. They tied the story up. It's not leaves you hanging. The story finishes, but I'm kind of like.
And Dave, you saw the whole thing too, and your hard pass.
No. Saltburn. No, I did not watch all. I'm about 20 minutes into it, and it's just I just had to
I'm 15.
turn it
I
off.
shut it off.
I had to stop it.
But I mean, look, I got 2 weeks off, and I've had plenty of time. So we're watching a lot of movies, and even bad movies. I'm gonna give it a college try. I'm gonna push on through it because I got time. So
if you want a weird movie, watch Dream Scenario.
Seen it?
Bandits, just because one of the trailer park guys is in it, and it's kind of a different take on a Groundhog Day situation.
What's it called?
Bandits, like bandits with a V.
oh, bandits. Okay.
Bandit.
Okay.
It's got Ricky in it. He plays Ramon.
Okay.
It's a super low budget. It all takes place in a bingo parlor. It's interesting.
Yeah. Well, I did watch that Nicolas Cage movie.
Oh, okay.
Dream
And,
Scenario.
It's on the wheel. We'll see if it.
okay.
It's on the wheel,
Yep.
so I'll leave it alone because it may get picked.
I'm gonna leave my old dad's on for one more rotation. If
One
it
more
doesn't
rotation.
If it doesn't get picked, I'll change it next time.
So that would be fun to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, some movies are better to talk about because it really leads to some heavy conversation, and that Old Dads was one that you could open up conversation about how things are these days.
Yeah.
So what about, all right, so what TV shows or stuff that you guys have been watching, to things to watch or to avoid right now?
It took me a while to get into this one, Reacher.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But man, the first hour, I couldn't get away from it. So what I did, I had to binge on the first season. Now I'm in the second season. Holy shit, man! Why didn't I get into this before? The music in there, man. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's a great show. Great show. And this season's even better, I think. This season, some of the dialogue between Reacher and others is brilliant. It's great.
The storyline, it's got a nice flow to it. It's not, abrupt, or it doesn't cut off. It flows into it. You're reading his mind at the same time, so he's telling you exactly what the hell's going on. I really loved it.
I need to thank Roger for turning me on to Obliterated.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
I fell in love with that one. I like that.
What was that all about?
Obliterated.
Yeah.
I don't know if you'll like it. I don't know if you'll like it, Ed.
No.
It's borderline for your sense of humor, I think.
Thanks.
Yeah. Well, it is. It's kind of raw. There's a lot of dick jokes and
Yeah.
we enjoyed Obliterated. I can't say I loved it. We enjoyed it. I mean, I give it like a 6.5, 7.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's fun.
It's decent.
It's fun to. It is what it is. It's not trying to be anything that it doesn't claim to be right in your face. You know, it's tongue in cheek, and it makes sure you know it's tongue in cheek.
Are you guys into slow horses?
Yes, I just need. I'm a whole season and a half behind on it, though, Ed.
Okay.
I always bet on them. It always seems.
We've been trying to like Monarch. Trying to like it, and I can't. It's just I can't do it. That's a show that's really popular right now. A lot of people are watching it, and just cannot get into it. It sucks. The dialogue of those teenagers just drives us crazy. That I don't like any of them. I'm hoping it all get eaten by a Godzilla, but he hasn't. I'm disappointed in Godzilla because he hasn't eaten them yet. Because they're terrible. They're terrible, and you only see a monster for the last 30 seconds or so. At the end of every episode, they'll have some kind of really good shit. Like, I mean, no more than a minute of really good shit at the end of an episode, and then whoop, episode's over. And it's like, what? I mean, and then the next week it's slow until the last minute of the episode.
That's just horrible to do to people.
Yeah, you guys check it out. Let me know too. I mean,
yeah,
I like to hear.
I plan on watching it because I do like Godzilla.
I think I already said that I'm watching Beacon or I finished watching Beacon 23 for a sci-fi fan. It's worth watching. And then I'm also watching The Curse on. I think it's HBO. I think that's an HBO show, or maybe it's
The Curse.
Yeah, it's God, what is that girl's name? Emma Stone is the lead character in it.
Okay.
And it's weird. It's severely weird. And I'm not sure I like it. But I'm going to keep watching it because Emma Stone.
Yeah, Paramount Plus with Showtime is what it's showing.
Showtime? Okay.
Yeah. So
and it's adult. I mean, they show the smallest dick I've ever seen in my life on there.
They didn't even pay me. They didn't even pay me well for that stand-in.
No.
For the stand-in. Still waiting on my check. They say they pay by the inch. They pay by the inch quick, so you don't get much.
So they pay about the same as here.
Yeah, that's just about. Checks in the mail.
Checks in the mail.
Percy Jackson did like that. We think we talked about that on Streaming Matters. Yeah. I'm enjoying that. That's a one that we are working through.
Now I hate to say this because that Aubyns not going to watch it, but I get Harry Potter vibes from it.
Oh God!
Oh wow!
Yeah, some. Yeah, I mean it's.
What did I just watch? Harry Potter and that he got his ass fucking handed to him. Oh man, I gotta find it now.
Is that?
Yeah.
Is that the one where he gets guns on his hands? We reviewed that.
Oh no. This is something else that I watched recently, and he was in it. Oh wait, was he Man from Toronto?
I don't know. I haven't seen that.
It was a movie. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a movie.
Could have been.
It was Kevin Hart. I think it was. I think it was that movie.
Yeah, it's been a while that I've seen that.
Yeah, trying to see this.
I heard you guys mention. I think I remember you guys mentioned. I think it's called Sweet Home. It's the South Korean. I haven't I started 15 minutes and I plan on. Somebody had told me to watch it, and I just should I continue? Like, there's other stuff I got to catch up on. Should I watch that?
My wife loved it. Loved it. She and I watched a couple episodes, or I shouldn't say, I saw a couple some parts when I would come in and she'd be watching it. So she thought it was great.
I know from listening to the show, Blue has good taste. So that's
she with me. Of course she does.
I just from what I hear from you, everything that you say that she likes, I always like very much. So that's enough for me. I'm gonna finish watching it.
And her and Roger tend to have a lot of similar.
Yeah, we got a lot of similar. Yeah.
Okay.
She'll watch a lot of that stuff, and she has no problem sitting down and watching a movie that's subtitles or a show. I mean, I don't mind a movie, but a show where she'll be reading through the whole. I'm like, this is too much. I don't want to read every single time I'm watching the show. What happens if I want to, look at my phone or something? I can't. I lose what the hell happened in the show.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she'll enjoy. She's got. She needs to create a list. I bet. What I'm gonna do. She does have a list on Tracked because she joined my Track. Maybe what I should do is get her to add a Blues Picks, like the shows that she's watching, and I'll share a link on my Tracked with you guys there in the Streaming Matters room, and you guys can see the stuff because it's a whole different stuff. Yeah, but she watched a lot of different stuff than I would. Like she's downstairs right now watching.
I'd be interested. I don't know her at all. I don't even know what her little avatar looks like on my phone, but I know enough that when I hear Blue liked it, that it's something goes up, a little ding goes off in my brain, and I'm like, oh, that means I should probably watch it.
Yeah.
She's taken. Okay, leave her alone.
Kind of like when you hear me say
she was here right
anything
now.
good, he knows to avoid it.
Would be on her head would be exploding right now.
She would be like, "Oh God, stop it." So Andrew, I mean, I know you've been busy working and all. Is there any shows that you've kind of
honestly? I cannot get control of the TV.
Yeah.
My daughter owns that thing.
Buy
She only ever has friends on.
Buy another TV.
No, because you have to pay there in the UK, right? If you're gonna get a second set.
No. You only got to pay for TV license if you watch the BBC.
Yeah.
Okay. I still.
You only have to pay for one TV license.
Like that, that. I'm still disturbed with that.
I've got TVs in every room and a projector.
Okay.
I never get time to watch anything unless it's for this.
Yeah. It goes.
Well, how's the footy team doing, Andrew?
Oh,
not good.
Not good. Well, we lost 6 of the last 7. So.
Owie.
We've had a lot of injuries. We've had a lot of injuries this month. Like a lot of injuries.
Well, that sucks. Sorry, bud.
Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Don't get relegated.
No, we're nowhere near that.
All right. You know what? We stopped watching The Bear. I can't remember if we finished.
It's over.
It's over.
Did I watch
coming back? But
I'm trying to think if it's 2 seasons. Maybe we did. I might have watched the end of the 2nd season because I did enjoy that show.
What do you think happened at the end?
I don't remember. They opened the restaurant. Hold on a second. Hold on, I gotta go here. Oh yeah, because this is Bolognese. Yeah, I remember him in that. I remember that one. Yeah, so I did. I think I did. Yeah, I did watch it because I remember that episode name.
Okay.
You remember they had Jamie Lee Curtis for the Christmas episode with the 5 fishes?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Drove through the house. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a good show.
Does anybody know? Is Stallone? Is he still doing that TV show that he was doing?
Yeah, he's coming back. Yes. Yeah, he's coming back with it.
Tulsa
King.
Tulsa King. Yeah, is that any good?
It's great.
Yeah.
It's a role he was born to play.
Yeah,
Yeah, it actually was pretty good. That was a good show.
Yeah,
I do actually like it when like older actors and actresses start moving into TV.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You start seeing
Well, they don't.
you start seeing more range from them when they're doing TV rather than just big movies.
Well, but he does his element for that because it's not a big range for him.
No.
Playing that part.
I wouldn't say for him in particular,
But he does a good job at it.
like in general.
He was born to play a mob boss,
Yeah,
and he's good at it. Or a mob goon, not a boss, a goon.
yeah.
He's basically the older version of Rocky.
Yeah.
Well, Godfather of Harlem's coming back too, eh?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that I just finished the third season. I just finished the last episode of that.
Yeah,
Great show. Great
is.
show.
I tried telling you for a long time.
I know. I watched the first 2 seasons or first season and a half, and then you know how we get too many options and you fall off the show. And I got back in it, and I'm like, holy smokes, this is a great show. Great show.
Which one?
Godfather of
Harlem.
Oh yeah, that's a great show. Yes.
Yeah. Not as good. It's great, and we've talked about it a couple times. That Killing Eve. Us watching that was another great show.
Yeah, wasn't that canceled or is it?
Yeah, it probably is. I think they got it to where it can be done. It was like, what's it, 2 or 3 seasons of it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's a good show. I thought.
Any guys like into war movies or war programs?
The sequel to damn it. What was the name of that show? The HBO show that had the sequel. Band of Brothers. The Air Force version of that one's coming out.
Yeah, Masters of the Air is coming out.
Yeah,
on the
Masters of
25th.
the Air. Yeah.
That looks good.
Yeah, that looks great. I love the Band of Brothers. I love the second one about the Pacific.
Is it Easy Company or the?
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that one, Ed.
Yeah.
I got to thank Auburn last night. Like you had said, Butcher, I had just so many options, and I had never seen a movie called John Wick.
Really?
Yeah. You know, I forced him right into it
last night, and I just happened to mention it when we were on VR, and they were just kind of scanning through movies, and he was like, "Nope, that's it." He locked it down and put it on and said, "You're watching this," and yeah, it was great. It was worth
it's over the top. I mean, it's over the top, but it's you know what? I mean, all the John Wicks are going to be the same. I mean, John Wick, it is over the top. It's but you know what? The fighting scenes are just
for
phenomenal.
A bullet counter like me.
Roger.
But
I did the same thing. And I was asking Steele, we had Steele in there, and Steele owned some firearms and stuff, and I'm asking Steele which guns are those, how many bullets do they all, and I was doing the same thing. I was counting. I was like, all right, that is 17, 18,
Yeah. How is this guy shooting 37 times?
Yes.
But he's still reloading, though. At least you see him reload.
Well, as a bullet counter, I was surprised at how many times he reloaded.
Yeah.
Yeah. Taking double taps to everyone's head.
Every double tapping everyone.
I didn't count the bad guys though, so.
I did watch another movie that you guys all probably cringe. I did watch that Killers of a Flower Moon.
Oh my God! I loved it.
I watched it. Cinematography, top notch. The great actors, and I thought that the actors did a good job. Just a long story. I watched the whole thing, and I didn't break it up into pieces. I think that people that are history buffs are really going to like it.
Yes.
And so I can see where some people really, really liked it. But the action is not, it's not coming at you fast.
No.
But I enjoyed Leonardo DiCaprio in it. I enjoyed De Niro. I liked him in it.
Martin
So
Scorsese.
I can't say I hate it. I mean,
Did you see Martin Scorsese in it?
I did.
Yeah.
Did I see him in it? I don't.
Well,
remember.
yeah, he had a
At
small
the end.
part.
At the end.
Oh,
You just reading something. You look at him. Hey,
Oh.
that's Martin Scorsese.
oh. Well, he directed it, so he's.
Yeah.
I guess he wanted to get in there.
What about the
For
music?
nobody
You like
who's
the music?
seen Flowers of the Killer Moon, basically 15 minutes into the movie, you know how it's going to end.
Yeah.
So it just takes 2 hours and 45 minutes
To get
plus to get there. So yeah.
True.
So be prepared. 15 minutes in, you know how the story's going to end, but it just takes forever. And I mean, for it's like, what was it? We watched something that was like a 2-hour movie. He's like, oh, that moved quick. For a 2-hour plus movie, that moved quick. This does not move quick for a 3.5-hour movie. It feels like 3.5 hours.
It was
Hey, Todd, did you like the music?
Yeah. That doesn't click in my head. I mean, I just knew that it was filmed pretty. I mean, it probably had some good music, but I know that the filming of it looked good. I thought that was really stunning. But Beach is 100% right. I mean,
It was long.
you know exactly what's going to happen in 15 minutes in the story, and then you just got to wait it all out. And I thought it was. I kept waiting for characters to change a little bit, and I really wasn't sure. But you know what? Again, I got 2 weeks off. Got plenty of time, and so I was like, "Hey, I'll put that on there." And Blue went downstairs because she doesn't really like depressing movies. Yeah,
You like dramas.
Yeah, and she doesn't like it when it's depressing. And when you're looking at people taking advantage of other people, she can't get it. That's just she's gonna walk away quick because it's like she's like, I don't want to watch something that's gonna make me depressed.
Yeah, but it's based on a true story.
Exactly. That's the part. It's like it's not even fiction. It's like it's real shit that people did to other people, and it's like, wow. I mean,
white people suck sometimes. What are you gonna do?
Well, most of the time it's white shame. All right, so let's.
But listen, one quick one. Since
you
you were talking about the bear before,
yeah,
the kid that's in it, Jeremy Allen White, he's got a new thing coming.
The Claw.
Where he's doing the Claw, yeah.
Oh yeah, with that's a wrestling one with the Von Erichs.
Yeah, that's gonna be good. So just keep your eyes open for that.
Zac Efron.
Yep, Zac Efron and another kid. God, who's the third kid? I can't remember.
Yeah, that tells you our age because all of us remember the Von Erichs.
Oh yeah,
wrestling.
Well, I know the Von Erichs. And the Freebirds.
Yeah.
Holy moly, this guy!
Yeah,
you're a cultured man.
Rerun. We watched them as they came out each week.
Yeah, I remember WWF.
Well, that was when they were doing Texas wrestling though, because there was wrestling that was the Texas only, because you had the WCW.
Was before Texas, wasn't it?
Who?
Yeah, because when I was growing up, Kerry Von Erich was Texas Tornado.
Yeah.
In the WWF.
Yeah.
But when I was a kid.
And they had already had a whole career.
Yeah.
By that time.
Yeah, they had I'm into I listen to a lot of wrestling podcasts and stuff like that, and they're always talking about like the older wrestling territories and that kind of stuff interests me. So
back when it was regional.
Do you ever watch Dark Side of the Ring, Andrew?
I watched a little bit of that.
Yeah.
I haven't watched loads of it.
Some of those
behind the Jumbotron.
Really good stories.
Behind the Jumbotron, you said?
Yeah, you haven't seen that? It's same thing like Dark Side of the Ring.
Okay.
But the Von Erichs, it's like I don't know. You talk about generational curses, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see it though. That was
definitely. All right, boys. Let's anything before, hey Charles, what's up, bud? Anything we want to mention before we head out of here, and I guess we won't have a show next week.
No.
So it'll probably be the week after, and we'll do a reminder of everyone to what movie that we need to watch, Chevrolet.
Yeah,
Are we going to do a double
create
show
that.
in 2 weeks? Are we doing a double
No,
show?
just a single. Because if we're gonna, you mean the streaming
double.
matters?
Yeah.
Well, I'll
I like
talk
the
about it.
format. I like the format. You know, you do an hour of streaming matters and an hour of player pass. I like
it. I like it, but
It's a lot of work.
me and Aubyn will talk.
Oh,
About it.
excuse me, Aubyn. You're retired.
It's not a lot of work for Todd.
You're not getting paid.
I know.
Yeah, it's a lot of work for Todd. Put on the headphones and turn on the computer. Oh, I'm exhausted. This being in charge shit is.
Hey,
I love Dave.
he's our face. Do you think it's easy looking like that?
Hey, look at this. Aubyn had to do a week without me, and when I was out sick, and
Because I'm not a yapper. I don't yap. The last person to yap.
well, see, that's what you need me for.
I'll click any button on command and make everything look good. But yapping, no.
Todd just shows up 5 minutes before and just quickly goes over the notes.
Sometimes
You know, right? You know, it's like when you
I go
have
through my
a set
sheet.
of twins.
Okay.
When you have a set of twins and one does one thing and the other does the other, there you go.
Aubyn and Dave are my human mute buttons in VR. So if you ever need me, shout me out. But thank you for having me up, guys.
Awesome.
No problem.
Hey, welcome to join us anytime. We enjoy it.
All right.
Go ahead. Eddie, anything you want to say before you head out?
No, everything's okay. Just let's get these holidays over with.
Gotcha. I'm with you there. Raj.
Well, thanks for the invite as always. Had a blast and looking forward to a couple of weeks when we talk about the Chevrolet movie.
That's right. Hey, it's going to be Chevrolet from here on out.
Exactly.
Hey, Andrew, anything you want to say before we go?
No, I just want to say Happy New Year to everybody. And,
Yeah, Happy New Year.
yep, and we're gonna have like a little poll to see how many of us can actually stay up past midnight.
That's true. I bet you.
Sometimes you're just sitting there and you think, screw this, I'm just gonna go to
It's
bed.
like 11, 15. You're like, fuck it. I'm out to bed. It's coming. Beach, anything you want to say before we go?
I'm not a fan of these combined shows because this putting the streaming matters and PoP, the streaming matters part, takes away from my smart ass comments in the side chat. You know, that's the only reason I look forward to the streaming matters show on Friday.
But it brings more. It gives more people. It brings attention to more people of your smart ass comments.
Well, since we're on smart ass comments and we were talking about wrestling, if you've never looked up Andrew the Giant, he's a wrestler. Look up Andrew the Giant on YouTube. And
Andrew
he's
the
my
Giant.
new favorite wrestler.
Andrew the Giant. You've never seen him?
Andrew.
No.
I sent him a clip.
His name is Andre the Giant.
No. And no, this is Andrew the Giant.
Andrew? Oh, yeah?
Andrew.
Andrew the Giant.
Okay.
He's a midget wrestler.
I'll forward him to you.
Oh yes, yes. Yeah. I remember.
He's that big 300-pound midget wrestler.
Yeah.
All right, Aubyn, anything you want to say before we go?
Thank you, everyone. Have a happy new year. Stay safe. We'll be in VR like usual, doing our thing with movies. So just keep your eye on the Oculus room.
The old Oculus room. Maybe one day I'll make it.
We gotta get you one of them somehow. you need one.
He wouldn't be able to stay up. Don't come join us for anything.
Right. True. That's true.
Man, that man's he's got a family and a life and job.
Yeah.
He's not like some of these other people on the panel at home all the time. Man,
yeah, but I've also got kids that don't sleep, so I could just.
And a drill.
All right, let's go ahead and head out of here. So thanks to everyone on the panel. Again, also a happy new year to everyone. Be safe. As everybody says, we need to call a cab. We'll be here kicking it off, and hopefully I make it to New Year's. I might just on purpose. I'm going to try to really make it to New Year's. And thanks for all on the panel, and to my buddies, Andrew or Aubyns for putting together all this stuff, and Beach for creating the video clips every week. And we're going to go ahead and head on out of here. So, hey, we'll see you guys next year.